supremacy. And with this particular video, I want to talk about how there's proof that agents are manipulating the black conscious community. And there's a lot of proof of that going on right now. When you see so many black leaders and black figures that are very influential, that could bring about a lot of significant change for the overall condition of black people, beefing against one another. They're all set to go against one another. And what's crazy about it is it's at a very pertinent time. We're moving into spring. There's a rise in, police brutality and police slaying of innocent, unarmed black men, Stephon Clark, and etc. This is happening in Sacramento, California, and different places around the United States. This is where the police brutality is turning up. The attack on black men is turning up right now. We're getting ready to move into the spring. And lo and behold, while all this is happening, versus all of these black leaders focusing their energy together to become a solid power and force against racism, white supremacy, against police brutality and injustice against black people, what better time do you have them having petty beefs and discord with one another? Every single leader. The conscious community has turned into the WWF Royal Rumble, every man for themselves. You got Hassan Campbell going against Young Pharaoh. You got Young Pharaoh going against Nature Boy. You got Hassan Campbell going against Brother Polite. You got Kev Gills going against so many people. You got Sonetta even going against his own brother Polite. You got Sarah Sunsetti, and he's going at different Moors and Moorish groups. As long as it's a black group, a black religious group or organization, other than the BPC, he's going at them. And then you even got, which really blew my mind, is you got Solomon, people trying to instigate beef between Solomon and Oh God of In the Black Media. So it's really went crazy right now. Just look at the beef. Look at them attacking and going at each other. I even see SETI now going at it against Polite. You take every black leader and you disable them by making them petty and by making them go at each other. See, that's what they did with the Black Panther Party in the 60s, the COINTELPRO. They turned the different Black Panther leaders against one another so that they can divide and separate the Panthers. They sowed dissension among the different leaders to create this unity, because they know if we ever become unified as a people, that's going to be the end of their rule. They know that we're going to put an end to the injustice and the oppression that our people face if we ever become unified. So they have to keep us divided and on nigger shit and picking petty gripes with one another and being very critical and being very judgmental and disqualifying each other. They have to keep us wanting to be the top man on the totem pole, wanting to be the i.e. alpha male, being the head honcho. They want to make that more important to the individual and make individualism more important to the black leader than takeover, than black rulership, than putting the black people as a race where they're supposed to be at, exalting the black race and the black nation to where they're supposed to be at. They'd rather you go for your individual self and fight for your own personal ego as a black leader. This is all by design. So I was so shocked to see this going down. It was just mind blowing, and it shows that there's an agent among us. that's very crafty and very specific, because the timing is just too right. And you got these black men going at each other with a certain type of energy and a certain type of negativity and a certain type of aggression that they're not even going at the white man with. They're not even going at the devils that are not scamming our people, that are not statutory raping our people, but are murdering our people in cold blood in the streets, issuing out death sentences because of the amount of melanin that you got. And they're not going at them with that type of aggression. They're using their free speech and all of their male masculinity and aggression and warriorship, all that's being utilized against their own black brother. They have to show how rough and how tough they are against their own. But they're quiet on the injustices that we face as a people. Silenced. They're not afraid to come online and say, I'll come and see you. I'll kill you. I'll murder you. I'll show up at your event. I'll take your ass out. They're not afraid. But when it comes to the white man, they have been censored on YouTube. And they're quiet and they've been silenced on relevant issues. I had to speak on this. Our conscious community has been infiltrated by agents that are sowing seeds of dissension through false accounts, sending messages and emails to stir up gossip and conspiracy and sow seeds of dissension among us, and we're falling for it. This is proof there's an agent among us when you could take all the powerful men that you see me displaying here in this video and turn them all against each other and their fight or flight against one another. They're banging on each other at a time where we need all of these powerful brothers to come together as one powerful force against the enemy. They're going at it with each other. This is by design. I had to touch on that. This is King Noble Black Supremacy. Join my website, www.kingnobleuncensored.com.